Yeah, speaking of a bit shit, we go now to check in on a man whose writing is so bad his world is falling apart.
I felt that way before.
He's literally written himself into a corner.
Also felt
Five
that
corners.
Yeah, he's written himself into a room with 5 90-degree corners.
Hyperbolic space again.
Never been that bad at writing.
Well, okay, so like you see, Gehn, the antagonist of Riven, and also the creator of Riven. Don't worry about it. He so desperately wants the universe's magic number to be 5 that when he writes Mist books, he makes the rules center around 5, which when humans are doing physics, studying like our actual universe, it tends to go better if we don't go in with presuppositions that yes, this number is exactly that. Frankly, no, there are nearly no physical constants of our universe that are conveniently related.
Hell, there are barely any physical constants in our universe.
Yeah.
We just have suggestions more than rules.
They're more what you'd call
Guidelines.
guidelines than actual rules.
The more precise you try to be, the fuzzier the value gets.
Yeah. But yeah, Gehn is so obsessed with the number 5 and its perfection, that the age that he wrote, Riven, the 5th age, he doesn't even name shit. He just like, this is book 5. Where did he escape to? What did we figure out on stream? It was like
236 or something.
Yeah. It's like I've just succeeded at I've just succeeded at creating a stable linking book. I shall call this age 233. I'm already at work on 234.
I thought I was bad at names.
Yeah. But yeah, he's so obsessed with the number 5 that he keeps trying to write it into everything, and the world is falling apart because it's landmass. Its very structure as a created object is pulling itself apart, because that's not how the universe works. In the lore of Mist and the universe associated, it seems that the natural number is 6, that things are 6 based, and he hates that.
Tough.
Absolutely hates that. So he has imposed his rule over the natives of Riven, and like they have a base 6 number system, and they have a 6 unit understanding of colors and such. And Gen's little terrible schoolhouse has a holographic projection of himself, where they are essentially forced to accept this base 5 horseshit that he's come up with, under threat of, I'll feed you to the fish.
It's a big fish.
It's a very big fish. Anyway, perhaps
Singular?
I should show you any of this game I am talking about, now that I've started the recording 5 minutes ago. We'll see you after this. Welcome properly to the jewelry box. Back to mind-bending and or gending shenanigans. I'm not gonna let go of this stupid joke. Today we continue Riven. It's time for session Kai, or Ki, or
It's really
3.
the Denis 3, right?
Yeah, it's the Denis 3. There's a great joke about misunderstanding Kai versus 3 in is it 4?
What, Mist 4?
It's either Uru or 4.
I do not know.
Alright. Last time. We went to Ball World. Because it's Ballstream again, surprise, surprise. And
Stream never ends.
Ballstream never ends. And entered the sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Or we entered the sequence, went to Ball World, and we got the prison book that we should definitely not click.
There are plenty of places to click it.
I mean, I've got a save file.
Yeah, what happens? We're not in the Rivenese world, but we are in a secret area that only they have access to. Oh, nope. He found it.
Duh.
See you found the book. Thank you for returning it to me.
Okay.
Ah!
Yeah.
This cutscene
shot.
seems
I
unfinished.
don't know where you got the brilliant idea to trap yourself, but I must tell you that I am quite disappointed that it is you and not Atris who must now pay the price for this foolishness.
What's wrong with your voice?
Oh, he was
But he shot us with frog venom. I'm gonna chalk it up to that. Floating book was just like time traveling hallucination.
Yeah, the audio is weird.
Yeah, I think it was bugged because we went into the book and it was using the book kind of filter. Ripperoonie.
Wow, it really does just cut to credits right then, doesn't it? These are not skippable! Oh, boy.
Well, we can blame Mark Farrell, Russell Beauregard, Nora Porta, and Gabriel Cudmore and Jacob Lindvall.
Yeah! These are not skippable, they said, noticing this problem as the quality assurance people scroll by. Wait! Foon Turing? What?
Is that a notable person?
Yes. What keyboard did this game require the invention of?
What? Did it? This is deeper lore than I knew about.
Oh, yeah. Right. Foon helping them get the graphics files for... Yes. I forgot about that. I just kind of popped off at seeing a name I recognize.
So, fun note. This ending demonstrates that you could have trapped Gehn simply by dropping the book anywhere in Riven.
Yeah, he would have picked it up at some point.
Yeah, and he would have had the guy test it, and then he would have thought it worked, and then he would have gone in.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. In a way, the entire game is the moiety's fault for like
for taking the
for
book away from
darting
Cho.
him in the first place. Otherwise, he would have just taken it to, yeah.
It wouldn't have been so good for us though, if we were still stuck in the spawn point.
No, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah. Although I think with Gehn gone, they probably would have got us.
Of course, the other part of this problem is not having been able to signal Atris. So like Gehn would be stuck in the book, yes.
Well, they're the ones who know how to do it. Like, they tell us. Catherine does.
I suppose that's true, yeah, that's right. Okay, let's not do that. Right. I had left off not reading the rest of this because it is long. And I ran out of time last time. So let's continue reading this journal. Where's a good place to start again?
I think when we had left off, she figured out that they thought she was God.
Yes.
Like, Gehn wasn't actually exaggerating when he said it was kind of crazy.
Further jeopardizing their existence is the fact that the moiety absolutely refuse to sever their ties with those who have sided with Gehn. The two factions thus live together in surprising harmony, their overarching sense of cultural unity appearing to outweigh the schism, at least for now. I heard today that Father and Enant? Do I know that name? Were inducted into Gehn's labor force. I so longed to see them, but a dimness shrouded Etty's face so abruptly when I asked of them that it left me hesitant to press the matter further. I must know the truth eventually, but I fear the news will not be good. From the moment of their inception, the moiety have sought to disrupt Gehn's plans at every turn, sabotaging his constructions, stealing from his precious stockpiles, and keeping an ever-watchful eye on his every move. They shroud themselves with dark coverings and delight in the fact that their enemies are often frightened by their wraith-like appearance and their almost preternatural ability to wreak havoc without detection or consequence. It was in the course of one of these forays that I was fortuitously rescued when I first linked to Riven. I shudder to think what might have become of me had that scout not been there to intervene. Like we were just talking about, Gehn will certainly be hunting for me now, no doubt furious at his guards' failure to detain me. He must be even angrier, though, at the loss of the linking book he surely assumes I brought with me. That I was deceived into linking into Riven without a way back is a bitter yet fortunate fact, for it may well have meant the death of us all had a path back to Denis fallen into his destructive hands. When he finally discovers that I have come here empty-handed, he'll be angrier still. That is some consolation, at least. There's that little hidden door face. In fact, hang on, is that saying where the button is now? Is it like one of the walking stones? Yeah. I have glimpsed the final breath of a dying age. A tiny blade cuts the void. The white hole divided again and again, dipped in black. The nib? The mib?
Like nib? Like a pen nib, maybe?
Oh. Yes, okay, God, I'm not thinking about that.
Dipped in black ink.
Yes, dipped in black, the nib drips red, the art of genocide. Today I ventured above ground to see for myself what has become of the island. I hoped it wouldn't be as bad as the moiety had reported. It was worse. Having lived with it for so long, the Rivenese had become inured to the steady decay around them, but I was devastated. As we wound our way through the underbrush, I found myself once again breathing in my youth. The ocean air transporting me back in a matter of seconds. But as my eyes again took hold, the warmth of those memories vanished and I was left with nothing but numbness. We had reached a bluff that had not been there the last time I visited my home. Riven, which was once one island, has split into 5 distinct pieces that have since drifted apart at an astonishing rate. 4 of them have been claimed by Gehn as his exclusive domain. Only those who have sworn their loyalty to him are ever allowed to access them. From my vantage point at the edge of the trees, I could see 3 of them, now blighted with Gehn's.
It's monomaniacal.
Yes, monomaniacal constructions. Look, sometimes cursive is hard.
Oh, it is.
These islands are closely guarded and pose great personal risk to the moiety, though that hasn't kept them from doing whatever they can to thwart Gehn's endeavors there.
Good map.
Yep.
We know about that one. Top bridge is broken, though.
Yeah. You can tell this one's number 4, because they've drawn a 4 in it. No, that's silly. I can't tell if there's any hidden digits in the other ones. The 4th island I could not see, as it has crept away to some distance and now lies concealed by fog. The moiety said that Gehn originally governed from this small island, living and working in a protected space he built for himself atop the stump that remains where the great tree used to stand. The only surviving forest is located here on the largest island, where the village also remains. This island was ostensibly intended to be the province of the people, but it, too, has been irrevocably marred by Gehn's oppressive intrusions. Words fall, brittle brown leaves, masquerading as green, should never have held a lot. Lives both bloomed, and as yet unseeded. I feel nothing today. I'm an outcast among outcasts, the diaspora of a dying world. Despite my repeated protestations, the moiety continue to treat me differently. Their desperate need, precluding any dissuasion from the belief that I am some sort of messiah, come to save them. They misconstrue my every move as a validation of their faith, whispering of how I walked the island, bold and unafraid, mistaking my outrage at the island's devastation for bravery. But I am afraid, for I know something that the moiety do not, the underlying reason for the island's accelerated decay. Gehn wrote this world, and so it will fail, as all of Gehn's ages ultimately fail. I must make the moiety understand this, but I cannot talk to Etty. There were brief moments soon after my arrival when my divine status was forgotten, and I was simply Katrin once again. I was simply Katrin again.
Yeah, it's a Rivenese name.
But they are almost non-existent now. There is one person, however, who seems immune to these fallacious notions. Nayla. Her gaze has never faltered when I've dared hint at the uncomfortable truth. I feel I could trust her to bear the full brunt of it. Gehn is making books! How did I not know this until now? Atris and I knew he would likely attempt it, as he has adopted the paranoid practice of writing all the necessary materials into his ages. He's been exploiting the natural resources of the people of Riven as fodder for his mad pursuit to further his colonialist ideals. Thankfully, it sounds as though he has not yet succeeded. As painful as it's been, the fact that I've returned to Riven at this crucial juncture is fortuitous. The age is crumbling, my people are suffering, and if Gehn succeeds in securing his freedom, other worlds will suffer the same. The moiety are looking to me. I may only be mortal, but I have to do something. It's been a long time since my last entry. There is much to tell. It was hard to recognize, but I found the star fissure. It is located on what Gehn refers to as his Temple Island, though the moiety prefer to use the Rivenese word Alapo, which means water pool. They've thus taken referring to the void itself as Alatuan, Pool of Stars. It is the very fissure that allowed Atris and me to escape this age without leaving a linking book behind us, though it has since been sealed with a skin of heavy iron. Several derelict devices from that time remain mounted to its surface, including a hatch with a windowed viewport, a large telescope, and the mechanical lift that was used to install it, the combination to which was acquired by the moiety long ago. In their early days, the moiety briefly considered reopening the fissure. Thankfully, they decided against it. Had they attempted it back then, the results might well have been catastrophic. Were they to do so today, it would certainly mean the end of Riven. I am told that in the days immediately following Gehn's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen the mist book fall from Atris's hands into that very same space. To this end, he sacrificed several poor souls, alleged transgressors of the law, by throwing them into the hatch so he could observe their fate. It is said they did not die, but what becomes of them remains a mystery. And that original fissure is no longer alone. Ruptures have appeared in recent years at various locations around the islands. In some instances, the moiety were able to glimpse the breaches before Gehn and his minions moved in to contain them. Their descriptions support my suspicion that the forces that are tearing Riven apart are more than merely geological. More troubling, however, is that Gehn is not simply containing these rifts, but is somehow using them to travel between the islands, and that he has also reportedly devised a way to harvest the energies from the expanse for some as yet unknown purpose. How like him, to want only to exploit for his own selfish gain that which he does not understand. The starfield beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as habitable to life as a flowing river. That is how Atris described his brief time within the expanse before he linked out, leaving his mist book adrift within it. He was never able to conclude upon its nature, but I cannot help but feel that there must be some greater
Yeah, I just keep reading things that's not that.
Something I should have mentioned earlier. One of the colossal blades that appeared in the course of our escape from Riven, the great dagger that stands at one end of the fissure, has been adopted by the moiety as the emblem of their struggle. They have their own explanation for how it came to be, of course, but their choice is more apt than they know, as that dagger, along with the other blades, was a manifestation of my rage at the desecration that Gehn had already wrought upon my world. I haven't told the moiety that I wrote it into this age, as I fear that would only fuel their overestimation of me, but I cannot deny it pleases me to have inadvertently provided them with a fitting symbol for their cause. My limited encounters with Gehn's followers have been discouraging. Wherever I've attempted to engage them, they've fled from me. I heard an interesting tale from the moiety last night, which may help to explain this. Soon after we trapped Gehn on Riven, he claimed that it was he who had been responsible for the Great Blades, summoning them as a preemptively punitive reminder of the obeisance he expected. In the village circles, it is told that this act marked the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, provided they had proven their devotion to him, they would be delivered unto a new and better existence. I will continue my attempts to intervene on their behalf. The cage has finally failed. Gehn is free. My sources have confirmed that Gehn has managed to create a functional linking book. In fact, he had done so before my arrival, but kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest acolytes were aware of it. In keeping with his callous regard for the worlds he creates, he has simply named this age 233. It is not yet known whether he has written others. I have also just learned that years ago a moiety scout managed to steal a book that was an early failure that Gehn had intended to destroy. It was largely complete, but it did not work. I wasn't told about it until now because they thought it was useless. Gehn struggled for decades, but he could never get a conventional linking book to work. Then, one day, he began construction on a cumbersome mechanical solution, a complex array of devices designed to harness the energies of the starry expanse and use them to suppress his books' inherent flaws. The design phase was chaotic and often dangerous. The moiety tell of tremendous explosions as Gehn sought to contain and wield the forces that he knew little to nothing about. But he is nothing if not determined, and eventually he was able to use this enormous crutch to link to another age. I can't deny his brilliance, but it is an abominable solution, brutish and overwrought, and all but entirely unnecessary. I have studied the partially burned book that the moiety took from him. Although he sought retribution for the affront, he appears to have been otherwise untroubled by the theft, no doubt assuming the book would be useless in the moiety's hands. But I can see what they could not. The book may yet be salvageable. The age the book describes is wholly unsuitable for a home for the moiety, but I think it can be modified. I will dream. I've nearly finished writing the moiety's age. The world, as described, is harsh and more desolate than they are used to, but they should be able to sustain themselves there. But we'll need a second book. Gehn has been spending most of his time on 233 lately, so the danger is less, but getting into his lab will still be difficult. The coming collapse weights the air, blurring my vision both day and night. We must act soon. Success! We have secured a second book, though I worry now that Gehn will miss it and deduce our plans before we're ready. The descriptive book I've prepared as a refuge for the rebels is useless unless I can find a way to correct its inherent flaws. Gehn's massive machine mainly functions to manipulate the energies within the expanse. It serves its purpose, but its excess seems unwarranted. The Rivenese have long used crystalline substrates as an elegant means to manipulate light, if I could just find the right material. Last night's dreams have delivered me a perilous plan. I will write this substance into the new moiety age. If we can temporarily access Gehn's apparatus, we could use our book to link to this new age and search for the crystal. Someone would then have to carry the book back to safety once the link was made. If it fell into Gehn's hands, all would be lost. When Gehn links to 233, one of his acolytes always remains to shut down the device. We'll have to get to him before he can do so, which means we'll only have one chance before they're alerted to our presence. Everything is ready. I have written the material into the new age. I have prepared the second linking book as a return path to Riven. Of course, it too suffers the same deficiencies as all of Gehn's books, so it won't work unless it's augmented. Once I'm in the New Age, I'll have to locate the crystal and adapt it to heal the gateway image, which should render the book functional. I can then use the second linking book to return to Riven with more of this material. It's risky, but if all goes well, the moiety and any others we can convince to join them will finally have an escape. I can't help but laugh at the absurdity of this plan. I sound like Atris. Should I fail to return, it will likely mean the end of my life, but my only real fear is for my people. Everyone assures me they have complete faith I will accomplish my task and lead them to a better world. That's the fulfillment of their prophecy, after all. But underneath, they are all just as tense and fearful as I am. What will become of them if I do not return? Will they perish here on Riven, or attempt to follow me through this new book to an unknown fate? I don't know what to tell them. Against all odds, it is done. This is a really long, small book. We have already evacuated most of our members to this new age, with the moiety have named Tay. The world is more beautiful than I had anticipated, so I am pleased. The Rivenese have been liberated at last. They stand beneath the open sky, unafraid, dazzled by their freedom. They are happy, but there's still much to be done. The age is still vulnerable. The only way to completely protect it from Gehn is to destroy the books once everyone is safely in Tay. I'm hesitant to bring this up with the moiety until they've had a chance to acclimate themselves to their new world, as it would mean they would be forever exiled from the only home they've ever known. Nor am I eager to sever my own connection and my only path back to my life and family on Mist, but for the greater good it must be done. For the moment, we're safe, but our activities could arouse Gehn's suspicions at any moment. We cannot delay. I will return to Riven tomorrow to resume my attempts to persuade the remaining holdouts to join the others in Tay. For now, though, I must rest. And then she was kidnapped. And that didn't supremely work out.
She did get a lot done.
She got oh yeah, good lord, she got a lot done.
It's hilarious that it's apparently pretty easy to make a linking book. So, like, Gehn couldn't even do that. Like, Catherine couldn't either. They couldn't write a dunny linking book.
Yeah. And, like, there's this primitive material that they know of that focuses linking books and fixes them, but it didn't exist here, so she wrote it into this book, and then used Gehn's ridiculous contraption to go into this book to get it to come out of this book to use it to get into this book.
Mm-hmm. They bootstrapped it, basically. They needed the outside help.
Which is, of course, this same object. Well, this same material.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Which serves to stabilize energies, etc., etc. Okay.
Is it Atris's turn?
No, I read all that previously.
Okay, good. I don't think a lot of his story would be very different anyway. He's just been writing like a madman, trying to keep Riven stable while not erasing it into a different book.
You know, I guess my curiosity, what is Gehn writing in, or what was Gehn writing in all of the, this is the wrong fucking place. What was Gehn writing in all of the, different attempts? Was he writing the same book repeatedly, but like trying to fix typos and crap?
It feels like he would, right? He's just trying to make sure it has like trees and stuff, which I don't even think that 233 has trees. So that's interesting.
Okay, good. That password is still the same as it was before.
Yeah, well, it's in the book,
Yes,
too.
true. It is in the book. Okay.
Boy, they do go for a while, huh?
Yeah, unless you go and poke one of them, in which case it all messes up. Like I did.
Yep. Oh, we should try the fish, right? The statue of the fish. See if like you were right about the like a thing to open it up.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I mean, I guess it's already open, right?
yeah, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, I opened it before, but like,
In the original, it closes.
yeah. In the original, it was also possible if you came here with knowledge ahead of time to open it before, like with the external switch, but I don't know where that would be.
No, well, she was doing triangles. Maybe it was something to do with the teeth, or it's these little light spotlights, right? Because I think there's 6 of them. But yeah, I don't know. It was on top of these in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's in the sides, but doesn't matter. It's open.
Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter, but I'm curious.
Yeah, well, I thought you had a good like observation with that illustration. Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty great.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Odd. So now what? Do I just take this to Gehn? Is that it?
That's how the original worked.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
really
Yes.
good track.
I take it to Gehn, and
Yeah, you use it in front of him.
I get the password to Catherine's containment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like when Gen has Cho use the book, he's kind of smart about it, and he has him do it from inside the cage.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, he's not in the cage when he thinks the book is working. So then we get access.
Okay. I need to get back to Temple Island.
Mm-hmm.
And use the big fucking machine to go back to the Gend game. No, I'm not tired of this joke yet.
I'm trying to think of an Avengers pun. I can't think of one. Apart from, like, Avengers, but with a giant V instead of an A. Like, it's not very good.
It's just Vengers.
Oh man, I want to say that there was like a fake parody toy line I think called Revengers.
Oh yeah.
It was like it had Incredible Fella and Regular Raccoon.
Motherfuck. I just did a loop.
Oh
Just
yeah,
kind of
you
walking
did.
around.
Yep.
I forgot which pathway takes me to the ball. The travel ball.
I mean, it would be faster to use the maglev. The ball is kind of up there, but I mean, I guess we can do this. We can go through the... Nope, already going the wrong way.
I don't remember where the maglev is either.
Oh, well, you're going towards the maglev now.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Yeah, we were at the fish. Fish was the dome.
Right. Right. Okay. Yep, just getting my bearings as I talk about a thing. You know. All
Yep.
intentional.
We got to visit the Sunners one last time before they go extinct.
I would hope that she wrote them in as well.
It's like they're going around like holding up a book to their flippers.
You know, that's not something I thought about before. Can you send... What can you send through a book?
Yeah, who knows?
Thanks for not being backward this time. That was real weird.
In the one spot where you can't reach the other side.
Yeah. Well, we spent the first, like, 45 minutes of, Jules reads a book. But I kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, we know there's not a lot of game left. So, you can do things like that. Oh, that's poppin'. That's unforgivable.
Yeah, quick, dial up those 7 QA testers again.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I will say, Riven is more beautiful than it was 30 years ago. They did a great job.
Absolutely gorgeous. I am still impossibly erect walking around all of these places, you know, as we said before.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on.
Good. I think this is...
Yeah, I thought about it this time.
Yeah, good. I wasn't.
I nearly had to push that button 4 more times, then 4 more times, and then 4 more times. Just think about the topography of an asterisk. What? What? No, that's just genuine advice. Think about the topography of an asterisk. A 5-pointed object, connect one to there. One rotation will connect there, or the next permutation will connect there to there. You can also do this with an 8-pointed object. We can do this with lots of objects, frankly, but like... Look, don't worry about it.
Oh, man. So do you think the Rand brothers, or like the Miller brothers, were just sitting around going, you know, we need an idea for our sequel? Oh, I know. What if 6 equals 5 destroyed Hawaii?
What if 6 equals 5 destroyed Hawaii? I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to go open the Starry Expanse? See that ending too? Watch Riven tear itself apart?
Yeah, Atris gets shot, I think. There's
Stardew Expanse.
Starry Expanse.
Stardew Expanse.
No, Danny, this is, I was trying to mention the way the realm is tearing itself apart to you before.
I think I overheard that.
Yeah. These islands all used to be attached.
Oh.
And there are holes in the ocean as the age, like, tears itself apart. And
Hate that.
this patchwork, this iron patch job over here, covers up a hole to essentially space.
Oh.
And I know the password to tear it open.
I don't think I like that.
Wait, these aren't in order? What? Oh, yes, they are. Okay, I didn't see the up
you went
ones.
backwards.
Yes. 3, 4, 5, 4, 1.
I'm gonna go have pizza. Have fun destroying the world.
No, I wanted you to see it.
No, but I don't wanna.
I mean, you're welcome to not, I suppose.
Oh, we should just see the good ending.
Itself.
3. Oh shoot, it's ad break 1 too. We'll be back. Alrighty. We returned from the ads. We're about to tear this. Why did I almost call it a plane? We're about to.
Kind of is. You should set it up completely and then save so that we can just come back.
No,
and...
stop. Oh, okay, that's direction. Got it.
Oh, once again, cyan design. That's so elegant. Yeah, you went too far down.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. I don't know that there is a too far down. I think there's just a, it stops at a certain point.
Okay. Oh yeah, well that looks right.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, I would like to run. I would like to run away
now.
now. I would like to run away now. I'm rooted in place.
That's so great because in the original you're supposed to bring it downwards.
Don't just fade to white me, mate. Oh, okay. Yep, that sure is a vacuum hole.
Space!
Oh, the knife. The knife is gonna fall in. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Okay. Oh, what the fuck? What? Why is this book here?
Much time. Where's Catherine? The trap book is empty. I don't understand.
You never did.
Father.
Father, I am no longer your father because you are no longer my son.
Got him. Dude, we lasted so much longer than Atris when we got shot.
Yeah, well, this time it's loaded with bullets, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what you thought you were doing, but thank you. I finally am free.
We're gonna get shot, not even like try to jump in.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Please do not lock me into the unskippable credits again. I think I've already become locked in the unskippable credits again.
Hmm.
Yep.
I'm thinking back on it, and does Riven have 5 endings? I'm pretty sure it's got 5.
All right. Let's start that again. Mercifully, the ending achievement fires at the beginning of the ending rather than after the credits. Hollow Knight, etc.
You're missing the final achievement for sitting through the credits 5 times. It's a hidden achievement.
I already did, but thank you for the reminder.
Yes,
Also-
thank you.
Also, exquisite use of the space interrupt. Thank you very much. Damn it.
Ah. I was saying that you probably should have saved that.
Yeah, I only realized after I didn't do that what you meant by I should do that.
This is fairly quick. Yeah, they did such a good job reimagining it. Is it too high up, or is it like an optical illusion?
It's too high up. I mean, surely, alternate version of this ending is I crunch it into the ground just like before.
I wouldn't be shocked if you can't do that. Look at this. Look at the side bit. It looks like it's all the way down. Like it can't roll any further. So,
Yeah.
like
just-
the up and down piece, like the ladder bit.
Oh yeah, true, you're right.
Oh, was it not open?
I wonder what this lever does. It wasn't here in the original.
No.
All
I
right.
think like the telescope is broken now, and that's why the new viewport is in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the real reason is VR, but
Well, considering the VR, like, cuts to black anytime I put my eye up to a thing, I don't know that it is VR.
I'm standing by my theory.
Okay. Time to...
So. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I was gonna say, like, Catherine normally tears out all the linking book pages after you save her. But I'd like to see her try now. We can get to all the islands a different way.
True.
Oh, yeah, never mind. But you only go here from his place, I think.
Well done. I was greatly relieved when I received word that you had recovered the book. I don't quite know how you managed it, but if I may.
Oh, there is life.
Thank you.
Yeah. Some simple creatures.
That's such a good touch. And Gen's fucking writing Subnautica out here.
Why does that have words in it now? You can see it snap the singular page back. Oh, that's so... Oh. Look, I know that's how the illusion works, but don't make it visible when it does it.
I feel like that would have been a very easy thing not to have.
Opacity 0, position 0, opacity 1. Play
Okay,
animation.
I'm gonna blame the 7 QA testers again. If they had used 6, it would have been a perfect game.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Atris is a genius.
Yeah.
I like this. Oh, he doesn't put on his goggles. That was such a cool part in the original game.
Sick.
Yay, and we have the book.
I want it to stay spinning, and like one of these directions to just have Gehn pissed.
I know you can let him back out again. So I get, maybe there's more than 5 endings.
Alright. Well, we've got good old-fashioned bone wine. Hate that. And frog pipe. Hate that too.
Garbage book.
But what if I fix it?
Yeah, I wish.
Oh.
Separate thing.
I want to play with all your trinkets. They're weird.
Oh, maybe now the book will work. Oh, it's not that book, it's this book.
Yeah, it's this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his own collection of fire marbles. Some real thick ones over there.
You like some thick?
Can probably figure out what all of those say later.
No, you think those are like actual Dunny books that he's trying to copy from?
Maybe, yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked. Once
You,
there's
you and your
journal-
fucking pentalobe keys. Because of course you are. What are you?
Oh. Oh, that's the cage release.
Yeah.
Or not? Okay. Yes. This is the new way to Gehn land.
Ooh.
Instead of just like a hole in the ground.
What a weird fucking place.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah?
Like it sucks mechanically, right? It's flawed or whatever. Oh no, there is a hole in the ground.
Yeah, I'm curious about outside, but also I'm curious about how things are formatted.
I'm just gonna read all Gen's journal. He's got another one.
Get some help.
Bing whir, click.
Can I bring it with me? Yeah, be careful with that one, heathen. I like it, but be careful.
Oh. Oh god. That's actually how you would say it though, right? Or Baroni. At least we can rest secure in the knowledge that he does not love his child. In any kind of way.
You know, the fact that this is a portable thing and has a timer in it, I almost want it to be... I almost want it to be something that you have to carry with you and try at the code entry thingus, as like an analog form of two-factor authentication generation codes.
Jeez.
Right. Well, I mean, like, it's portable, right? You could conceivably take this with you to the device, open it to hear a code generated based on a formula, and then that be the actual thing that opens it. Who keeps shirts in this drawer?
Oh, there's one under the bed too. The bed is a drawer. Classy.
No, it isn't. That's a step.
Oh, because he's old.
Yes.
Old ass. Get trapped in a book.
Oh, Christ, on a bike.
Oh?
Imager codes?
Yeah, Imager codes. I think in the original there's only one thing in the Imager. It's just his wife, right? But this one has a couple different ones that you can do.
A sink where you can only wash one hand at a time. Genius. Because you're using the other one to hold it the fuck open.
I guess it like possibly does force you to maybe.
I was expecting a CD-ROM tray for some reason, and I cannot explain why.
How is it that he needs to remember what the codes are?
He's old.
Yeah, I mean,
I
there's
don't
only
know.
6 buttons. You just push it until you get the one you want.
Well, time for another 40 minutes of Jules Reads a Book.
Yay!
I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the Fifth Age, and though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared, stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fissure Plateau cage, just as I'd surmised, when she was set upon by a band of rebels who... Wait. When suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone blink in after all this time that he presented himself an easy target for whichever rebel happened to be nearby, the damnable lunk of it. He did get a good look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person, a fact that I find hard to believe, but if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. I was having a hard time reading that as anything but pumping, and I don't like that. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry the cage has ever caught, I am also filled with hope, as she may yet provide me with a way back into Denis. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But, what? But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of resurrecting that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I am halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can only assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously, that I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Wark has demonstrated its usefulness to me. The villagers have been difficult to manage in the wake of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mystic beast has been all that kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. The search for Catherine continues. I deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day I more sourly realize the extent to which they are not ready for that knowledge. Not even in the simplified manner in which I presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptionally menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to glean any of the underlying principles that are, ironically, so elegantly simple. Racist. Brr, 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 brr. Anyway, it is obvious that so much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the glorious future I had planned for them, this conflict would not exist. The minds of the children, however, are much more malleable. Blech. With proper tutelage, they have developed a more appropriate posture toward the culture that has given them their lives. At times, they take to it almost as if they had a bit of Denis blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could wield such knowledge responsibly when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atris. Still, he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should never have left him with my mother, but by the time I had returned for him, he'd already been poisoned to all thoughts of aiding me in my noble mission. Perhaps that was the only way she could soften the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of the entire civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. She did seem to love my father and our world, but ultimately she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Denis became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture, and in the process correct such weaknesses, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new and stronger era of prosperity might someday come to pass. Man's a real shit. I've been increasingly beset by images from the past these last few weeks. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild, Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishes then. He was an important man in the Denis world, but I cannot bear to think of him for long. It is too much. I was too young to see such things. I really do enjoy, by the way, I didn't mention this in the Atris's journal earlier, but like tears messing up the ink on the page as he would write this page. It's very good. I have her. Late last night I received word that Catherine had been apprehended while attempting to persuade some of the villagers to join her. I lost a few men in the process, but I would gladly have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been imprisoned in my old office, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her return. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows, as she has adopted the most irritating stance of only answering my questions when she answers them at all in her native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and she brought no linking book with her. As far as her willingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atris is bound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is how will he attempt it? It is likely that his hesitation is due, at least in part, to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get back. There is no other way. It's late and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keita. You were the only kindness I have ever known. Watching you flicker there in the imager, I sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant, and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. You know, maybe you shouldn't try to, like, create specific people. Maybe you specifically, Gehn, shouldn't try to create specific people, because, like, you lost Keita once. I would hate to think that, like, what would happen to her biology if it had to be 5 based. You'd have a real rough time. Damn these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Denis, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher of his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage mechanism has been damaged, but that is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atris is certainly behind this, but why would he send someone else in his stead, and with a linking book no less? Surely he would have guessed that I would be waiting for him. Such recklessness is unlike him. Could it be that he's had a change of heart toward me? That after all these years he's finally decided to let his poor father go? Ha! I knew all too well where his loyalties lie. I know all too well where his loyalties lie. He is only after one thing. Perhaps this stranger should find her. For now, I need only to wait and observe. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to allow the stranger to roam freely about the islands. In their ignorant probing, they attempted to power the damaged drawbridge from Temple Island and the entire bridge collapsed. Is that sentence there? Is this paragraph here if I don't do that? If I never poke the obvious button?
It's probably not.
Thank you, heathen. Thank you.
Yay, I've been immortalized once again.
A trivial loss at this point, but it irks me all the same. Had I not yet managed to free myself from that crumbling age, it would have hampered my progress severely. But again, it is no matter now. The day will soon come when I can be done with Riven forever. So wait, hold on. That was this morning? Or, hold on, wait. The 30th.
I mean, it hasn't been night since we've been here, unless you count us getting darted in the Rebel Age.
It's 1:25 and a 5, the 30th. No. Yes? Yes. So what the fuck is this? 6?
But yes, how does their number system work, right? You know, it's like you rotate and things, but so it's like a ones place and fives place kind of, but what about the 25s place?
Well, it's 125s and 5 in the
So-
ones.
Yeah, so
So
30.
that would be 30.
And
then somehow the next one written after the beginning of the game is
6.
same year and day 6. Right? Because year and month do not change between here and here. Only the day does. And somehow it's gone from 30 to 6. Or am I blind? Is something changing? We've got 325s, 10, 12. 325s, 10, and 12. 75, 85,
I mean,
97. What?
it's less than an airplane seat and a bow shooting an arrow.
Okay, less than airplane seat, bow shooting an arrow. 6.
Yep.
Less than
something
airplane
is.
seat, bow shooting an arrow. 2 symbols for 125 and 5 ones. We've gone back in time. I'm very confused.
Oh, what is the date before this?
On the previous entry?
Yeah.
Same year, last month. 6-4. Or no,
Six-
that's not 4. That's rotated.
20?
Yes.
That was rotated twice?
No, it's only rotated once. There's only one rotation. That is 4 times
Okay.
4 times 5. That is 20.
Okay, 20.
Yeah.
And we're next month?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, between
we can blame
these
the
we go
QA
from
again.
5 to 13. So it definitely does count up. I just had an idea where it, like, if it starts with the maximum number of days in a month and then counts down,
Yeah.
that could potentially explain it, but it doesn't. I don't understand how that's 6. That's weird.
Either that's wrong or today's is wrong, right? Could be either one.
Yeah, is there another one after that? Nope, that's the end. I have a bug to report. I have a deeply shitty bug to report.
Typos are bugs.
Yeah. I mean, supposedly, if you have gotten to this point to read this journal, you already understand the numbers. So, like, the only thing this harms is attempting to further understand the world of the game, like trying to read the date.
Something attention to detail.
Yeah.
That's what we love about Cyan, right? Their attention to detail.
Sometimes, yeah. Anyway, disconcerting news. Last night, which, yeah, it must have been a night since...
What do you mean?
Because this was the morning. Right?
Where's the disconcerting news?
Down here on the 6th back in time, disconcerting news last night. That implies that time has passed since we've been here. It has been at least a day since there's a last night. Last night, a group of maintainers happened upon a lone rebel scout and were able to engage him long enough to learn of a most implausible device. A crystal window, supposedly capable of amending my linking books, much the way that my own remarkable system does. But with one slight advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it entirely portable. Yes, one advantage. It's the size of a credit card, and my system is obviously the correct one. The enormous thing that has taken infrastructure and decades to make. Where did I put my box of hats?
Oh no.
What's up?
You can't find the hat box. It's here somewhere.
Yeah. I reorganized the
Oh, it's just
reorganized the office.
good. That looks cozy. As a toque enjoyer myself, I do think.
All right, an old classic. My original fox hat.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not true. It's a reproduction of my original fox hat.
It's reminding me of like one of the characters from Dragon Ball. I don't know. They had like a kind of a hat like that, didn't they?
I am vaguely remembering this person, but I do
Or
not.
maybe the fox ears are like the horns. I'm thinking of like the Ginyu people. It might be Ginyu.
If that outlandish claim is true, then the artifact in question must be something that Catherine fabricated prior to her capture, no doubt from an explicit Denise schematic she brought with her. If only I'd had access to such a document all these years. The portent of this revelation is deeply troubling. Some years ago, the rebels managed to abscond with a dysfunctional linking book I'd intended to destroy. The book was never recovered, but once they had sufficiently atoned for this sacrilege, I graciously decided to let the matter slide, thinking that in their inept hands it could do me no harm. But if Catherine has indeed empowered them with such a device, the rebels may well have linked to another age. It also means that, goddammit, 233?
233.
Yeah. It also means that 233 is no longer safe. This cannot stand. The stranger is the key to all of this. Tracking their movements has given me a good idea of where this rebel linking book and their crystal may be hidden. But before I can deal with that, I must secure the linking book back to Denis. Everything hinges upon that. If I can regain access to my arsenal of resources there, I will happily leave the whole of Riven to its own dismal future. So 5, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 5.
No, you don't have to actually crank it, do you? Like,
Had to put that away.
okay. I was worried it would be like amnesia or something. You said it was Atris, right? Oh no, it's Anna.
An angel. Your angel. An angel of death. The Denis Council knew it. They knew. If I hadn't tried to force force my own ideals on your world. You would still be alive. You would still be alive.
God damn it.
I wanted
Can't you all do this in the winter?
a life
That was me. You're welcome.
I know it was you.
full of magic. Full of books
That was
that
a tonal
bridged
shift.
worlds that lit up the darkness like stars.
Really impressive, like, face modeling, once again.
Yeah, well, they probably did
Possibilities.
like motion capture. She looks really good. Good acting too. And good voice acting. They're really putting some extra lore in.
You'll never have the life you should have had. Somehow my love and compassion, it took that. I don't know how. I'm sorry.
What do the recording devices look like for
I'm
these,
so
anyway?
Sorry.
I mean, the only one we've seen is that chair.
Yeah, how do these work?
It might be that they went into like the little head scratcher thing to record stuff.
That, you know, fair. So that was 2, 3, and 5. Let's have 2 and 3, and then just 5. The other 2 buttons are not used at all, conspicuously.
Now, my turn. Want to record something so always you will remember. What is English for scramape? Scum from above. Your appearance should have inspired us to a better future. What does it mean for us as a people if we cannot embrace worlds outside our own? You were an angel from above. Always you will be my angel from above.
You know, watching these in reverse, kind of, ruins the shift from "you'll be my angel from above" to "an angel of death." Oh well, time to watch the third one backward.
At least they're not all like doing like what the new Zelda game did, with their, like they say Secret Stone Sage 4 times.
I too have wrapped myself in a quilt. At times.
The joys of the Snuggie could not save their civilization.
Seems not. Oh. Well, I was gonna ask if there was anything secret on that, but the achievement fired for watch all of them, so no.
Ripperoonie.
Alright, now time to look around outside.
We wanted this for so long.
It's true.
And to be fair, we have seen it in a way, because you see the world revolve in the linking panel. That's a rain collector.
Cop.
It is cup. But this is great.
What a gorgeous place. I mean, like, I don't know, it's tough to call. It's ugly, but also it's fucking beautifully ugly. If that makes any sense.
It's otherworldly. He's cooking.
He's cooking in the sun.
Unlike when he writes, Gehn is cooking.
Yeah.
Wonder how he catches him.
Presumably, if the... Well, no, that is just the crank handle, isn't it? I was gonna say with a spear, but...
Oh yeah, he has a gun.
Yeah.
My mistake. Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
curious
didn't
how he
really-
gets out to them, right? Because isn't this acid?
Yes, I don't know. I think it was something like that, yeah.
Oh?
But it doesn't work, right? What a bait.
Do it again? Oh, I should have clicked it sooner. No!
No, you never had a chance.
No, it was never going to work, you're right.
That's pretty good though. Good for them. Fantastic.
Gorgeous.
Just added just a little extra bit to the age, just like they did in the Rebel Age.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so like supposedly the ocean was acid, and that's what's making the islands
Yeah.
shaped like that, because it was higher but it eroded them, but like that doesn't seem right.
Actually, it kind of does, doesn't it? If if the descriptive book created the age with mountains jutting up out of the ocean, but the ocean was accidentally acidic, then it wouldn't have had the opportunity to dissolve that part that was described as jutting out of the ocean. Right? It's gone wrong after the point of creation, but it was created with the sea at the bottom of these things.
Yeah, so then the idea is that the acid ate away at the rock that was under the waterline.
Yeah.
But, like, shouldn't it have been doing that? Shouldn't it be doing that anyway now, too? Like, wouldn't they... If it was enough to crumble them that much in the past, shouldn't the stuff that's holding that up be completely gone?
Alternate idea. And this one seems a little bit more plausible to me. Gehn is so shit at describing worlds that he literally didn't think about what the rest below the water level would look like. Right, like it's a mountain, and the water level's up to here on it, and when you paint that picture, you draw the top of it and you draw the water. And he didn't. You don't have to draw the bottom of the mountain in the painting, so why bother rendering the bottom of the mountain? Backface culling, etc., right? Like, it doesn't need to be there. Or ambient occlusion, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, it doesn't need to be there. You can't possibly see it. Water level lowers. Ugh.
I think it's occlusion culling. I think it's a combo of those.
Could be.
Yeah, my theory is that he just revised the book a few times without having to burn it. And maybe that fixed the water, that lowered the water.
Oh,
It's no
yeah, that's
longer
true. It's
corrosive.
like, it's acid rain. It's acid rain. Or it's acid water. It's acid water. Oh god, let me write in a fix for that.
He's drinking it now, so
True. And washing his
maybe he
hands with
did.
it, so surely it, yeah.
I mean, I feel like washing your hands with a like a really dilute acid would probably work, right?
Maybe?
I mean,
Really dilute acid.
yeah, I mean, we use bleach, which is very dilute base.
Okay. All right.
It's a neat touch that it comes back to this. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, yeah, never mind, I'm stupid. I keep thinking of how the ending sequence goes in the original, but it's completely different here. Like we're never going back to 233 to rescue Catherine.
Wait, did
We
I
just
break
need her
this?
through the rift.
Oh no, there it
I think
goes.
so. Yeah.
All right. I have learned via the Steam discussions that there is apparently a secret achievement for watching this for a solid 15 minutes. So I'll see you after ad break 2 when... No, I'm not doing that. I'm not on my life am I doing that.
Wait, was that a serious achievement?
That is a serious thing. You get an achievement for watching that device for a solid 15 fucking minutes. Which, like,
Wild.
it's a glorious looking machine, but shut up.
It's not that good.
Is it-
Walking the correct way.
Sounds like a dinner break. Yeah, techno.
Yeah, it's. Can you can you imagine a 15-minute ad break? Oh my god.
I mean, supposedly I can run them in arbitrary lengths.
Yeah. I don't think there's a max limit, right?
I don't remember which one this is.
We know it's not Dot. We know it's not horizontal. I mean, shouldn't there be a clue?
Oh, right. It's the
Somewhere.
one hinted by the fucking handles. I forgot about that entirely. Look, it's fine.
We got there.
Alright. And then I have to reach... Catherine this way.
Yeah. So you would get back through this way too. I wonder if she sabotages the hub in some way that only takes you to the island.
Yeah.
And this is a lot more elaborate than linking the first page out of or ripping the page out of link book, so it wouldn't make as much sense for her to tamper with it. Yeah, the button is the hub, the crank was the bridge.
Okay, so which one do I need to go to? Let's access my whoopsie doodle. Hey, would you look at that? The Steam screenshots thing is opening to a generic folder rather than the ones that I want.
I know nothing about that. Is that where all the screenshots were, though?
Yeah.
Mm,
God damn it. All right. Well, we're gonna very, very briefly put ourselves on the break screen, so that I can not accidentally be in here.
So what is the one that we couldn't see out the window?
Yeah, it's the I one, I think.
Okay. If you hadn't connected all the bridges and only connected the first island, you would have known.
I don't see it.
Which, oh. Well, there are 5 lines. Each line is one of them.
That one. No. That one.
That one looks promising. Is this what it looked like when we went to the stump? I don't remember anymore.
Well, the Temple Island is the circle with the dot in the middle of it. And I have 3 screenshots of islands that I can look at of the other 3. And the one that we didn't take, the one we didn't take a picture of didn't have the island. It was this.
Nice. So sunny and bright. We're about to turn Hawaii into Florida.
About to turn Hawaii into Florida. Gosh. Alright. Alright, so.
Bingware, click.
I just needed to figure out which one was which.
Yep, well yeah, they're opposite from the way I would have liked.
There we go.
The buttons to go back down, I think. We probably won't even use it now.
Alright, ad break number 2. I can't count. Alrighty. Now then. It's just me, or is that a lot taller than this stump was? Hello? Okay.
Oh.
We have to move quickly. Gehn's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it. You captured Gehn. We're all free. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what they'll do once they realize he's gone. I have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. And you go back to where you first arrived and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as possible, but don't wait for me. Oh, and don't forget the combination in my journal. You'll need it.
about our hands? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that camera's not even remotely subtle.
No, it's not meant to be.
Frankly, it's within arm's reach.
Where's the bathroom?
Over the
It's
edge.
here
Good luck.
somewhere. Like, this was Gen's office.
Awful.
You think he was... man, he's a gamer like the rest of us.
Yeah, fair.
Wow. What a guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the bathroom might be, press yourself up against these bars and piss. And shit, I guess.
Obra Dinn,
which is a
style.
lot more uncomfortable for your current, well, your now previous prisoner. But I'm sure you didn't remotely think about that.
Yeah, he was too busy using an iron bar to wipe.
Oh. Wait. Oh, there's no lever. Okay, I was gonna say, could you have just pulled on these to...
Oh, that's what Gehn did, right?
Yeah.
He just broke the
You just broke the one on the inside.
yeah.
Cute.
Makes sense to me. That's actually pretty funny. Like Catherine breaks the one that goes to the elevator, like in the original at least.
Yeah, there's no shitter.
Yeah, why is this so? You think he took the elevator down like every time he needed to go somewhere? Like maybe the. Highly suspicious. Then again, there wasn't one on 233 either.
Also true.
He did have a nice fat cliff with a campfire.
All
That one.
liquid diet, he wrote. Everyone just pees. That's not how that works.
Yeah, so I hear. Ah, nice try, nice try. So this still works. Ah.
Alright.
Alright, well, let's see.
Yeah, I guess time to see what the fuck happened here.
I wonder what they do with the Gehn book.
Pass.
Huh?
I forgot about the stopper button.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Boy, it's really all up there, isn't it?
Also, where did she go? Did she also go through this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I believe in the original.
No, I know
once
what
you
this one
free
is.
her, once you free her and you come back out, the dome is spinning again, even though it's open when you get here.
Huh.
Well, regardless of whether you shut it again, it's closed.
Whereas in the remake, they always close and start spinning when you get far enough away.
Yep. Oh, you can see the other island.
Yep.
Multiple of them. Oh, it's so good.
What's with the ladder on the outside? Yeah, whatever.
You can only question Gehn so much before you just realize you're wasting your time.
Truly. So if she used this, then this should be pointing a different direction, yeah?
Yeah. Rip. Yeah, it feels like, as they got to the end of the game, they kind of let a few things slide.
Like hands holding books.
Yeah, a few things.
And the date.
That one is very strange.
That's not actually going to be especially convenient because I've sealed that in the
5
5 room.
I think it's going to be more convenient than any of all this. You can just turn the 5 room.
I suppose that's fair. I guess I'm sort of curious what, if anything, has become of the other ages, or the other islands.
Yeah, because we don't get to see them. But now we might, if we do go to those other ones. Like, I want to say horizontal line was the native island.
Don't you miss the trackball? Answer, no.
I would take them out and then lose them.
Yeah, don't lose your balls.
Yes. Even if they're extremely dense, hardened, rubberized.
Love me a good solid rubber ball. Love me a good hollow rubber ball. This was not the correct island. Yeah.
We wanted to see probably like everything on last time, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I was wrong. I mean, if this was the horizontal eye one, then yeah, I was wrong.
Did you say horizontal eye or horizontal line?
No, just horizontal. Yeah, the horizontal line. Yeah.
All right.
They're all an eye, basically, from my opinion. Okay, the elevator's back. I missed the acupuncture.
Yeah, I do
say.
kind of miss the intimidatingly spiky projection map.
It also made a nails on chalkboard noise. That's probably why they changed it more than anything else.
Well, you could have changed the noise and kept it pointy.
Yeah, they could have done something, but oh well. Oh, it's so pretty. Imagine not cleaning the scum out of your pool and calling it art.
Yeah, ugh. Blech.
There's not even a point to having that.
Oh no. And then it just leaves.
No, it'll turn.
No, thank God. This one did. Thank goodness this one did.
Before it, like, arrived backwards, right?
Yeah, it arrived backward and it didn't turn around when I pushed the button.
Good shit. A little bit of a screech there too, but not bad. Oh, I had an idea. Because you're saying earlier, like, does he just do the same books again and again? So think on this. Riven has the giant tree that got cut down, and the book that Catherine salvaged has a giant tree.
Yeah. Yeah, he certainly could keep trying to write the same fundamental stuff. Well, and they covered a little bit in her journal too, right? Like, he keeps writing the necessary elements in order to create books into his crap.
Tree is a big element of book. I think you can get the ink and the paper from trees.
So, like, he's at least writing the base concept of at least, if not a very particular type of tree. And yeah, the giant tree is certainly a good indicator that,
Oh yeah, we stand on the edge of it now, I remember.
yeah, which feels so wrong, but alright.
If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
I would rather be in the cart.
You can play OG Riven for that.
Like, you know how hot those rings are? Holding on to the back of this, these handles, I mean, if we had hands, like, passing through this must be awful.
Yeah, it's not for people. No, it's got lights and stuff, so that's kind of odd. I mean, I suppose, like, you need to do, like, send people down here to do maintenance and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not... Yeah, I mean, it's probably a bit warm in there, yeah. If we can say that, like, those are glowing because of the heat.
Well, I mean, they are the rings that generate heat that repels the...
Yeah.
The
Well, I mean,
outer.
it could be some fantasy thing that creates heat to the point the water doesn't like it, but it's still not that bad, and it just glows because reasons.
I suppose.
Was my rationale. This all seems
Unchanged,
normal.
yeah.
I mean, there was no reason to lock people into the final bit of Riven originally either. I mean, it was pretty clear what you need to do. I think Catherine's more explicit in this version. I believe you needed to infer it by reading the book in the original. So maybe they needed to direct people.
That's my favorite part right there.
Stabilizers.
Yeah. It's coming to a stop. The maglev's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, the mag is no longer
Little
leving.
feet. Oh god, what? That whole rock just
Scare rock.
appeared.
That happened the first time we did it too, like earlier in the session. It just be like that. Blame QA. I blame everyone actually, but especially QA.
Starry Expanse team wouldn't have done this.
To be honest, or to like, I'm guessing they found this sort of stuff, and the decision was made higher up that we're releasing. because that is how it often goes.
Yeah. I miss the not that era of games.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. Like, they're not in a market where...
Alright, is this fuckled?
No,
No.
she doesn't care.
Alright. Well, I
Like,
figured
not
I'd look.
only... Like, the developers could have released... They can release whenever they want. They have as much time as they want to push back and polish. Also, they don't have to be first to market or anything. There's no pressure there. It's a remake of like one of their most beloved IP and arguably their most beloved game.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you just leave that open for long enough, then it'll cause the ending. just hold it open with your hands until all of Riven gets sucked in.
An entertaining idea, but awful.
If you can breathe in the starry expanse, then what is doing all the suck?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we can't bring it down. That's right. I was gonna say try lowering it instead. You already thought of that and we can't do it. Hmm? You think that this could work? It would have to, right? It would have to do something. Boo.
Bullshit.
Boo. Pushing on that handle does nothing, but pushing on the dome that the handle is rigidly attached to does everything. I hate it. Oh yeah, to be fair, this is pulling, right, not pushing. So it's designed to withstand downward force.
I love that it sucks away the light.
I didn't know this. Ripper. Was it really necessary to like do this?
Was it really necessary to lock me in place?
Yes. That part I did.
Oh my god, wait. Am I just seeing... Oh my god, really?
What?
The black texture doesn't cover the entire hole.
I think that's intentional. The black texture is the rocks.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, never mind. That just looks like it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the hole is the hole.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book? I don't understand.
Atris!
He didn't understand. No matter what the timeline is, Atris doesn't understand.
The villagers are safely in the rebel age.
Wait.
I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life.
Atris was, according to the opening, waiting on a signal from Catherine.
Right.
How does he arrive without her, without understanding that it was achieved?
He probably thought that both of you would be waiting here.
You know, that's fair. Oh my god, was that the prison book again? Ah, shit!
Gehn pops out. Hello there.
Punch him in the face, falls into starry expanse.
And he ends up in Arizona, back where he started.
Goodbye, my friend.
What's your fucking plan?
The same as last time, dude. He only knows one way to leave Riven, which is use a book that falls into a hole.
And throw this sentient person who has helped him now twice.
Well, see, he knows the book wasn't destroyed the first time.
You know, that's fair. Yep,
I think he monologues about it right now. But like, yeah, he said he hopes that this will send you home because he sent the book in here and you found the book.
There it goes.
Endings and beginnings are within the fissure, that riven cleft of stars that acts as both a wall and a bridge. And though I'm unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend.
There's an object at the 6 o'clock of this rotating thing. You can almost see it in the clouds.
You're supposed to be getting further away.
No, look, it's rotating up 8 o'clock, 9. There's a rectangle.
The ending can never truly be written.
I can't see it very well.
Are those bridges visible out in this cutscene? Because that's kind of nice.
Yeah, they should. Well, we don't even know where the Starfisher is in the expanse relative to them.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it gets further and further away until it looks like just another star. When you, in the original, like, they kind of whiffed that. I don't understand. I feel like Atris.
I don't understand. You're the one that set up this fucking thing, mate. You were signaled by the collapse of Riven somehow.
What do you mean somehow? That's the only change large enough for him to be able to detect. Because you would think that like the book works both ways, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like the linking panel doesn't work, but or the linking panel changed enough because it looks like pure static in Myst 3.
I guess. So he put himself in a book that seals itself in a box. Or he went through a link that seals itself in a box at the start of the game.
Yeah. So he was, but the Myst book, the Riven book was still there.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, that's a whiff as well, I think.
So like, what's with the sealed box book? Is that some kind of signaling thing? Where the fuck did he go?
Okay, so book he linked to is probably linking book back to Myst. And then at Myst they have a linking book to Riven. And he can monitor and use that book to link. We gotta jump through some hoops. It was much cleaner in the original.
I'm so fixed on the let me link into this book and put it then into this special mechanism that puts it inside a sealed box. Why? Why was that useful and or necessary? Nobody was going to come to your actual room in Denis. That was the point of the prison book.
Yeah.
So why did you need to secure anything in
But he did
there?
It was the developer decision, right?
I guess.
To let you, yeah, it's absolutely 100% to let you walk around in.
Okay, what the fuck is that, Jeff? What the hell is that?
That's what he was thinking as he did QA. Yeah, like Riven remake, flawed masterpiece.
Yeah. Definitely flawed, but definitely so good.
Yeah, the new stuff is very good, but the new stuff is also kind of broken. Ripperoonie. I can't wait another 10 years for their next game. This will be so good. Abduction was 2016. and last year was Firmament. So they're on like a 7-year timetable, I guess.
I wish I had this in text rather than needing to type it back out, but sure, here we go. What? Oh, Jesus. This is not the... Okay. I have a... This is not the cryptogram solver I thought it was. That's the one that I was looking for. That lets you actually do the thing. So we have... Yeah, we have two singular things. No, we don't. One singular thing. And that one line wraps badly. Is it so much to ask for you to not line wrap a single... it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. This worries me somewhat. Are there any repetitions in this, actually? No, hold on. No. What in the hell is this format? Jeff, what the fuck? None of this works. Well, I'll fuck with that later, I guess, because I'm just kind of staring at a bad cryptogram thing. Maybe? Do you have any clues? You can't see it yet. Let me fix that for you.
Have I been muted?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I expressed my desire or my hope that it's not the kind of cryptogram where the cipher shifts every letter.
Oh,
Also,
Christ. Yeah, it could be. It sure could be an Enigma machine.
yeah, and one possible break-in point is that it's a dedication, and therefore starting with a three-letter word is probably for. It is probably for someone.
Sure, let's try that.
And then you have OF blank apostrophe T. That doesn't seem right. The other possible breaking point I was looking at was the two-letter words near the end, which could be to be or is in, or something along. It would not be is in because they don't share a letter. But if it's a rotation cipher, P and Q are pretty close in the alphabet, and so they could both be I. I also am a little upset by the apostrophe with two letters after it.
Yeah,
Also, the
I
word that
don't.
starts with two J's.
Yeah. I don't like any part of this.
What if it's backwards, too? That doesn't make much sense. I don't think it makes much sense the other way either, because then you have an apostrophe, one letter apostrophe, and then three more letters in a different word. So yeah, I don't know. I was about to search Riven cryptogram on Google.
Yeah. Heathen, like, starting to feel it's less of an Easter egg and more of a personal message they were trying to obscure from anybody else. If that's the case, perhaps don't do it inside a puzzle game. Like,
yeah, I think that they're asking for it. I think.
If this is not meant to be a thing, it's pretty goddamn conspicuous. It could be your. Well, it doesn't make sense if it's your, because JJ.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
what words do start with the same two letters? Hold on, that's probably something you can search, right? What are all the words that start with a double letter? The only one I can think of is...
You'd end up with that. Oh god, yeah, right. What if the final message isn't English?
Yeah, the only ones that are coming up are Aardvark and Aardwolf. It's just Aardvark again, isn't it? And that's definitely not it. They don't have apostrophes in them.
Oh, wait, what? Searching Riven Lanktot cipher yields a revelation from Reddit that this same motherfucker did this in Firmament as well.
We are looking at the same post.
We are looking at the same post. Well, but the stream wasn't, is the point, right?
Yeah,
the same fucker did this on Firmament.
The good news is it's probably not one type of cipher. The bad news is that it's probably worse. It's one of the comments. I mean, he's American, right?
If you're looking at the same post, did you scroll down to the person that tried to use ChatGPT? The encryption method used when sending your secret message is monoalphabetic and doesn't include spaces. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not valid.
I mean, I opened it too. I opened GPT to ask it which words start with a double letter. I like GPT. Yeah. This one might be beyond us. I think they would have had the solution if it was a simple cipher.
True enough.
It's a little bit goofy that right underneath it is the guy who just abbreviated a whole bunch of his family. Like, it feels like it's the key, but no. Yeah, a single letter on its own is either I or A. That is true. And how many instances were there of a single letter by themselves?
Only one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, only one. It's the F. So, like,
how far along in the message is the F? But I think this is the kind of cipher they're saying that it's not, but it's something to do with that. So the very first time it appears, it is like good auto solve.
great.
Yeah, the Venigi or whatever was the one that they were saying it was not.
Yeah. Well,
might not get solved. Oh,
yeah,
well.
I guess I'll poke at that later. And put it here in my screenshot caption so I don't need to type it out ever again.
A galaxy brain theory would be, you asked why put it in a puzzle game. Maybe it is a dedication to the fans.
Well, neat. What a fuck of a game. Beautiful, and yeah, as established, flawed, but really, really love revisiting Riven.
Yes, it had some issues, but I think it gave everyone what they were asking for, or what we wanted for all this time.
True.
And stuff that we didn't even think of, like the Star Rift.
Okay. Well then. I'm gonna spend some time staring into this.
Look at all these work tusks. He really is the worst.
I should have captured more when my supply was more plentiful. Meh.
Alright, so if the prevailing theory is true that you don't create the worlds, you merely link to them, then Riven was always doomed, right? So Gehn's not writing flawed worlds, he's able only to link to flawed worlds. Like, he can only find flawed worlds.
Well, but
Riven
there's
itself was always doomed.
But there's stuff in 3 and Uru that makes it pretty damn clear that people are writing features into worlds, writing worlds. It's difficult to determine because, I mean, in infinite permutations, does the thing that you are describing already exist in some fashion? Maybe.
Yeah, I would
hard
really
to
like
know.
to see this become an Uru remaster, because now they could probably give us the art instead of just letting us customize a little like hideout. Basically, we have procedural generation
Yeah.
or procedural generation if you prefer.
No. I mean, so it's funny you mention Uru again. Cause I recently downloaded this, which is very exciting. Wow, that's my desktop background again. No, come back. There we go.
Too many mouths. Yeah, I never finished Myst 5. And I don't think I did Uru.
This is Myst Online.
Mm-hmm.
Revived by fan effort.
Yeah, well, yeah. If fan hosted Uru server, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm beyond excited about. Granted, it's like it literally is the Uru clients reassembled. So the controls are ass.
So basically, what if
And
Myst was an MMO?
And it's pretty unpopulated at the moment. But yeah, I would be delighted to re-explore some of this stuff with any folks that are interested, perhaps.
It's all the same game, though, isn't it?
True, but I don't remember a lick of the puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
I remember exactly one age and its puzzle. Because it was majestic and an inspiration to me. Oh, right, yeah, the controls and the camera are ass. That's what I meant to be talking about. But yeah, there are puzzles that can only be fundamentally solved as a multiplayer effort.
Interesting. I can't, yeah, I cannot tell this game apart from Myst 5 in my mental memory. Do not remember what was from what.
I keep running into a glitch where I can't get out of the water, and I think it would be possibly aided by having a second person to help with that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of stoked that this whole business exists.
This is a recent development. I thought they had done this a while ago. Years.
Well, it's still maintained.
Well, I'm genuinely curious if this is something new.
I think the revival is new, though admittedly I need to look into it some more. But like, yeah, literal actual multiplayer explorer weird fucking shit.
This feels familiar. Like, was it possible to play this in first person?
Possible to play it first person now.
Okay. Yeah, I might have played this. Like, this goes to a treasure vault or something, I think. I don't remember.
I don't remember is the thing.
Did you get a chance to do Firmament?
No.
It was quite nice. Some puzzles were a bit clunky. But yeah, it was quite nice. Although it broke for me because I played it like day one. I couldn't finish it. Trying to match the thing that's back behind it.
I don't have any idea.
Are we doing the witness?
I don't remember. It is kind of amusing to me that I can teleport it through its various animation states rather than having to wait.
It's good to not remember though. Like, this is what everyone cries about, right? About Outer Wilds and stuff.
Yeah, that you can never play them again. And the answer in fact is that I can.
Yeah,
I just had to wait about 20 years.
Oh yeah, you can see it back in there. You can like see the thing you're meant to copy.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing I'm manipulating.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought you were
that's the thing
manipulating
I'm
a
manipulating.
viewpiece. Ah, I see. Well. Okay. Cool.
Oh god.
Oh, some
Yeah,
crazy 2000s UI.
Oh yeah, it's very 2000s UI.
I'm feeling some Knights of the Old Republic vibes.
This is our Windows Media Player visualizer. It's not, but that's what it makes me think of Windows Media Player skins. Is what it makes me think of.
Wait, is that biblically accurate?
Oh, have you not seen this one yet? Yeah, it's biblically accurate Kappa. I made this I badly stitched Kappa's face onto a thing somebody else made years ago.
It'd be so much. You could and like it's not good to go back and redo your art or whatever. Like, but put the eyes, like copy paste the eyes of the Kappa into the wings all over the place.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Oh boy.
I do like it. That's good.
Well, see, this is why I keep the cycling backgrounds thing being a thing, because when Noita crashes or I make a mistake or I'm sharing my entire screen to you, we get to have bonus fun when
Indeed.
When people get to see my weird shit.
Is that the symbol from Blasphemous?
Yeah. This is an enemy from Blasphemous.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
we had an alpha and an omega, but now we have a kappa.
Alpha, omega, and kappa, yes. Blasphemous 2 is in my library. I will play that at some point. Came out a little while ago.
What category will that be?
I mean, I think everything that I'm playing lately falls into like inverted castle, mind bending, etc.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it sort of is, isn't it? Or the first game really was. The second game I haven't heard too much about. I've heard it's a lot like the first.
Yeah. I'm excited to be weirded out by
Yeah,
bizarre imagery.
like giant hairballs that like break open and has a chick inside.
Yeah, I
Like,
was not a fan of hair egg.
yeah, all kinds of good stuff.
Oh boy.
I get a lot of options today.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Okay, that's very clever. Uh, bu- 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 bu.
Yeah, if you crack that cipher, let me know. Seems tough.
Yeah, sure. Let's visit this person. Why not? Thanks again all for joining. Yeah, this was the end of Riven. Tuesdays are gonna cycle over to something else. We'll figure all that out in the future. Friday more another Crab's Treasure. Saturday more Animal Well. Monday's my birthday, so
Nice.
that was the button that puts the monetary support thing into chat. No, I know
Birthday
I've literally already asked my regular audience. You know what situation I'm in. For those not in my regular audience or watching the YouTube post upload, I'm unemployed. Please help. I would like to do this more and stuff myself into a uniform less. It's difficult. Speaking of things I would like to do more, I have a new Discord that is full of all of the things that I want to do more. Have a look at that too. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. I leave you in the care of Nibiki Biggy Kikbi.